My name is Marjorie White. What keeps me motivated is knowing that things can be better. I have a master's of public health. Before I became the assistant director at Metro Health, I was the homeless administrator. So a lot of my work has been in homelessness or mental health. And now at Metro Health, it just made it full circle for me. And so the population is a larger population, but I wanted to, get back to the roots of public health because I think it's very important. Right now, Metro Health is in the process of developing a violence prevention strategic plan with the community and organizations to kind of look at that more deeply. There's a lot, many families and households are struggling. So it could be poverty, it could be access to guns. It's a plethora of things that are causing this major concern throughout this country. But I can tell you what my experience was. Growing up, we did live next door to gangs, and a bullet has gone through my window. A bullet has shot up my mother's car. There were times we could not play in the front yard or even really go to the mailbox because we shared mailboxes. I'm very grateful to have a wonderful support system that put mechanisms in place for us to be safe, to feel safe. But it had an impact, not only on our family or the households on our block, but even today you see the remnants of poor choices that started almost 35, 40 years ago. And so, it institutes this environment of fear. I know that when my mother would go to the grocery store, I would even get nervous because sometimes she was combative with the gang members in the spirit, excuse me, of protecting her children. And so now they're grown, they've got their lives together. However, their younger behavior, it did impact the whole community. I told you my experience with gun violence as a child growing up, that was real for me. And I didn't even realize the impact of it but until I got older and even getting the call to do this. And I was like, my goodness, how that experience, I can talk about it because I don't talk about it. It shaped me because when you talk about why public health, I believe that systems can perform better. I believe our outcomes could be better, not only just for right now, but for future generations. What we're doing right now is a good first step as we're working with the community. And I think that piece is very important because we've learned that we're not the subject matter experts, but the individuals and folks who are actually living within gun violence areas or may have been impacted by it in some shape or form, we must partner with them to effectively address this. A message that I would like to share to the world would be that each one of us have a responsibility to make this world a better place. And stay on your assignment to do so. And collectively, we can really make change. Yeah, no, absolutely. Gun violence does impact your mental health. And don't ever let anyone else make you feel bad about that or say that it doesn't. It is more than just getting shot. And I think it's important that we recognize that impact because I think to your point, it's missed. Oh, you're okay. Okay, a window can be replaced. Car windows can be replaced, etc. But it does leave an impact. I'm not going to tell you my age, But just know, several decades ago, that was part of my community. And what I didn't realize is the anxiety that may have come with that. Like I said, my mother was always fighting with them, so when she would leave, I would get nervous. It's not normal, because with gun violence, it's like you're living in a war zone all the time. How did it impact the community? People were scared. Why couldn't children play on their streets? Why can't we go to the mailbox and not be scared? Or come home from school and a group of folks aren't sitting in your yard and then have the nerve to curse you out when they're on your property. Um, it leaves an imprint, and I didn't even realize it truly did until I started thinking about this interview today. That whoa, like it did. We're used to just moving forward, but just don't forget about yourself in the midst of it, and your mental health is important. It is, and be unapologetic about making sure that you're taking care of yourself.